Welcome back to the grid, everyone. Blurred Grammar here, and this is my take on a glaring hole in the Rami directed Spider-Man trilogy. Before we get started, drop in the comments what you think the hole is. Are there more you guys want me to explore? Put those answers below. As always, smash the like button to show your support for this type of content, and to help spread this to others, hit subscribe and the bell icon to join the grid. Now let's get into the Spider-Man trilogy hole, shall we? So without dragging this out, I'll just say it because I know by now you're asking what is the hole. That, my friends, would be the lovely MJ Mary Jane. Yep, Mary Jane is the biggest plot hole of the Rami Spider-Man trilogy. And when I say plot hole, I mean in terms of the comics. See, in the films, MJ is depicted as the first and practically only love interest of Peter Parker. However, in the comics, that's not how things play out. In fact, the first love interest Peter has is actually Betty Brant in the comics, the assistant to J. Jonah Jameson, which she actually plays out a bit in a more modern way in No Way Home. Her first appearance came in the 4th issue of The Amazing Spider-Man, since as stated before, Betty was around long before MJ even showed up. I believe she should have been the first love interest of Peter in the Rami Spider-Man trilogy. Now, by no means am I saying that Betty should have been the only love interest. No, not at all. What I would say though is, she definitely should have been the first one we saw. Even if it was a fleeting relationship, that would have sufficed in my opinion, because Peter and Betty only dated for 7 comic issues. It was a good period of time, but in film time would have been cut short for as much as we saw of Betty and how close it seemed they were in the second film. That seems like a really easy plug-and-play situation. Why they didn't make that decision, I will never understand, but as a middle school age kid, I obviously didn't care because it was at least a Spider-Man movie I could watch. Looking back on that though as an adult, and rewatching these movies a lot because of Spider-Man No Way Home, this is something I wish would have been taken into account. To the casual Spider-Man fan, when talking about a love interest, not many people will say another name other than MJ's. Peter had many other flings and lovers through the comics, but the one that most people stick to is MJ, for good reason too. I mean, the animated series comes to mind first, and admittedly until I did my own research as an adult, kid me only knew about MJ off the top of my head. I'm saying all of this to say, I understand why they made the decision to feature MJ instead of any other love interest from the comics. MJ is the poster child of love interest for Peter Parker in so many ways, so to appeal to a wider audience at the time, especially in the early 2000s, MJ was the no-brainer choice, especially when being played by Kirsten Dunst, though we do get glimpses of flirting from Betty and even an upside-down kiss from Gwen in the Spider-Man trilogy. Neither of them preceded MJ as the main love interest in the film. Yes, MJ was the first person who caught Peter's eye, but if we're going for accuracy here to the comics, she was not his first girlfriend. That's Betty, and even Gwen would have sufficed before the ultimate marriage between MJ and Peter. But like I said, I understand why the production crew went in that direction, but the fan in me would have wanted to see it more accurately if I could have it. What do you think? Would you want to see Betty take the place of MJ for a bit? Maybe even a film in the Spider-Man trilogy? What about Gwen? Leave your thoughts down below in the comments. I'll be sure to respond to each one to further this discussion. Don't forget to share this video with your friends to keep this discussion moving. I'm interested to see if anyone feels the same. Also, remember to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Hit that subscribe button and bell icon to join the grid so you don't miss an upload. And if you like this video, I think you'll like this one as well. Till next time guys, grid out.